How's it going, everybody? Daner here with North Central Coins, and welcome back to another episode of the most rare and valuable coins in Canada. Today we're going to be taking you on a truly electrifying adventure into the realm of Canadian coins. Welcome to the astonishing world of Canadian coin roll hunters. In this video, we proudly present to you the creme de la creme of coin discoveries in the year 2023. It's time to embark on a captivating journey through the heart of our beloved group, Canadian coin roll hunters, boasting over 2,000 passionate members on Facebook. Prepare to be dazzled by the astounding finds, heart-pounding stories, and the indomitable spirit of our community as we unveil the very best Canadian coin discoveries destined to leave you breathless. From forgotten treasures tucked away in everyday pocket change to exquisite numismatic gems that defy all expectations, we've compiled an awe-inspiring showcase that will ignite your passion for coins and send waves of excitement through your very soul. So join us as we celebrate the brilliance of our fellow treasure hunters, united by a shared love for the magnetic pull of Canadian coins. Get ready to witness the most astonishing and jaw-dropping, envy-inducing discoveries, all brought to life exclusively for you in this extraordinary video. Fasten your seatbelts, coin aficionados. The stage is set and the spotlight shines brightly on these remarkable numismatic finds. Get ready to be captivated, inspired, and perhaps even motivated to join our vibrant community on this thrilling quest for hidden Canadian coin treasures. Prepare yourself for an unforgettable journey as we proudly present the best Canadian coin discoveries of 2023. Before I do get into this, I would really appreciate if you guys would smash that thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and also hit that bell notification so you can follow along with my new videos as they are being released. And then without further ado, let this coin roll hunting showcase begin. So as I start this list off, I'm just going to work my way through and show you guys some of the awesome finds that people post in the group Canadian Coin Roll Hunters, and I'm also going to give you guys my opinion on these coins as well. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, the group has over 2,000 members and it is growing very quickly, and sometimes there are between 5 and 10 postings a day. So sifting through these to find all the best ones took a bit of time, so I hope you enjoy it. But what do you say we start things off with our very first find, which is brought to you by Brandon Pouliot. Now, it looks like Brandon found a 1944 silver mercury dime and a 1966 Canadian dime. That mercury dime is definitely an awesome find. It's enough of a treat when you find a Canadian silver in a hunt, but when you find a US silver, not to mention a mercury dime, that is a pretty nice little treat from the coin gods, if I don't say so myself. I have actually found a silver Roosevelt dime myself in the past. If you guys would like to check out any of my coin roll hunts, I definitely encourage you. I have a whole lot of videos out there. If you want to see them in the best format, then check out my full seasons of Canadian coin roll hunting. But congratulations to Brandon Pouliot. That is a pretty awesome find, a 1944 silver mercury dime and a 1966 silver Canadian. So let's see, who do we have next here? The next find is going to be brought to you by Derek Bradfield, and this is a 1965 Canadian nickel with possible die clashes between the beaver and the right maple leaf. Now, people will post almost every day coins with post-mint damage, and they will ask if it is a rare air or if it is post-mint damage, and a lot of the time it will be PMD. But in this case, I think it may be a legitimate die clash. Usually when you're trying to determine errors like this, you want to see if it is raised or if it is sunk in, and if it is raised above the surface of the coin, then it usually means it is the error or variety that you think it might be. So that is a pretty awesome find if it is a legitimate die clash. So congratulations to Derek Bradfield. The next find is going to be brought to you by Paul Travis, who actually posted a 1925 Canadian key date penny, and he didn't actually find this in a hunt, but he just posted it and he was asking, is it worth sending away? For those of you that didn't know, the 1925 Canadian penny is extremely rare and is definitely considered a key date and can be worth some good money even in a low grade condition. And when it comes to getting it graded, I would suggest sending it to ICCS if it isn't in a mint state, or at least in an EF or AU. In the condition that I'm looking at, it's probably around a VG to maybe a VF. so it might be worth around $30 to $40 in the best case scenario, but I think it's around $10 to get your coin graded at ICCS, and you might be able to turn a pretty good profit. If you do score even the G4, it can be worth around $25. So the 1925 penny is definitely a good one to look for in your coin roll hunts. And it is definitely a good one to send off to be graded if you want to sell it. You can sell these things on eBay pretty quickly. You can take them into your local coin shops. And if it does get a grade above the very bottom of the Sheldon scale, then it will have a premium. So congratulations to Paul Travis for posting his 1925. I hope you send that bad boy away and it comes back with a decent grade. Our next find is going to be brought to you by Jason Allen, who actually posted some pictures, and it looks like he found both of the brand new 2023 LC McGill loonies. Now these things are awesome. I absolutely love the designs on them, especially the colored one. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a real sucker for the colored commemorative Canadian coins. That's a bit of a tongue twister right there. But those loonies are absolutely awesome. Some really cool things it has going for it is the double date on the bottom as well as the date of 2023. I can see that causing some confusion in the future, and people might think that they have a loonie that is worth a lot more than it actually is. But definitely a very unique coin to contain two dates on it, one on the bottom and one on the top, and the colored design for the plane is just absolutely awesome. So thank you for posting that. Congratulations to Jason Allen for finding the brand new 2023 LC McGill loonies. The next find is going to be brought to you once again by Brandon Pouliot, and there are a few gentlemen who actually make multiple appearances on this list, and I will let you guys know at the end who makes the most appearances and who is the ultimate Canadian coin roll hunter in 2023 so far. But I might actually make another one of these videos more towards the end of the year. There are just so many people in the group posting so much awesome stuff on a daily basis that it is almost unbelievable all the crazy stuff that people find. So I'm definitely going to want to show you guys some of the amazing stuff that can still be found in circulation these days, because that's why I love this group, is it reinforces the fact that there can still be some awesome stuff found out there in circulation. But all of that being said, it looks like Brandon Pouliot found himself 8 silver dimes, but it looks like it is from a couple hunts, and he has a 1940 and a 1945 King George VI silver dime. That is always awesome when you find pre-1960 silver. I'm usually happy when I get a Queen Elizabeth II from the 1950s, but it's even better when you get a King George VI. So those are some pretty awesome finds, a nice little haul of silver. Congratulations to Brandon Pouliot, and I'm very sorry if I mispronounce anyone's names. Keep going along here. Now this is what I really like to see. Somebody posted a picture of their kid looking through some coins, and I think it's really amazing when people encourage their kids to get into the hobby. It's a great family pastime, and it definitely teaches them good money management and values, and it will be a good skill for them to have in the future as well. Our next find is going to be brought to you by Pierre Lacombe, and it looks like he got a massive collection dump of 1944 and 1945 Victory nickels. Now I have actually gotten some collection dumps like this in the past. I got a few rolls of King George V's, and I got 2 full rolls of 1951s, but I've never gotten a full roll of Victory nickels. Man, would I be happy if I found those. They're some of my favorite coins to pull out of circulation. They're absolutely beautiful and super iconic when it comes to Canadian numismatics, and some of those look like they are in pretty decent shape, and some of them look like they've been put through the meat grinder. But regardless, a pretty awesome find for Pierre Lacombe. Congratulations. All right, keep going, see what else we have here. Our next find is going to be brought to you by Adam Marshall, and it looks like he actually found a Newfoundland penny in a coin roll hunt. Now I still have not found any Newfoundland pennies in any of my coin roll hunts. I think the design on these things is really awesome, and you just don't come across them too often. The farther away from out east you are, the less chance you have of actually stumbling upon one of these, especially in your coin roll hunts. So that is a pretty awesome find, a 1938 Newfoundland penny. Congratulations to Adam Marshall. All right, keep going here. And it looks like we have another find brought to you guys by Adam Marshall, and it is going to be the 2017 Canadian glow-in-the-dark toonie, and he's actually wondering if it is any good, if it's worth anything. Yes, the 2017 glow-in-the-dark is a great toonie to find. It is actually probably one of the best toonies that you can find in terms of colored commemoratives. It holds a pretty good premium, even in a low-grade state. They're worth around $5. A little bit better, you can easily get $10 for it on eBay, and if it is in good condition, they can be worth some pretty good money. So his doesn't look anything too special. It might be worth around $10 or $15, but still a pretty good profit for a toonie. When you invest $2 and you make $15 or $20 from something, that is not a bad return at all. So congratulations to Adam Marshall for finding the 2017 glow-in-the-dark toonie. Now let's see, what other goodies can we find scrolling along here? All right. Our next find is going to be brought to you by Paul Pontarini, and it looks like Paul found one of the 1996 attached 6 nickels and also a 1990 bare belly nickel. So that is an awesome hunt when it comes to heirs and varieties. Now this is definitely an attached 6. I have seen near 6s and I've seen more minor attached 6s than this, but this is a pretty severe cut attaching the 6 to the bottom of the D. So that is an awesome find, and it might be worth a couple dollars. It doesn't look like it's in the best condition, definitely not a mint state, but still people want these things, especially when they are that significant. And he also has a bare belly nickel, and that is definitely a full bare belly. So congratulations to Paul Pontarini. Those are some awesome heir and variety coins, and to be honest, sometimes those can be the most profitable coins that you can pull from circulation in your hunts. When it comes to selling coins to my buddies that are involved in numismatics and also to the coin shop, some of my most profitable turnarounds have come from heir coins and varieties, especially if they are super significant. So always keep an eye out, especially for that 1996 attached 6 nickel. Congratulations to Paul Pontarini. All right, let's keep going. Oh, okay, look at this. Our next find is going to be brought to you by Paul Travis, and since we were on the theme of heir coins and varieties, he is wondering if this is a Arrowhead 1946. Now, I would say it is strongly likely. I've actually accumulated a full roll of 1946 nickels, and one time I sat down and searched all of them in one go, and I think I found 1 or 2 that were the arrowheads, and they did not look as significant as this one. This looks like if I had to give a name for this variety, I would probably name it the Arrowhead. So I would say you definitely have yourself the 1946 Arrowhead. It would seem they were having a lot of problems with their dies or punches in 1946 for the nickels. There's a lot of different errors you can find, especially on the 6s. You can find die deterioration, you can find die chips, you can find cuds, all sorts of goodies, but that is a pretty awesome Arrowhead 1946. Congratulations to Paul Travis. All right, let's see what other goodies we can find that people have posted in the group. All right, our next find is going to be brought to you by Lindsay Art, and it looks like Lindsay found a very cool French token or medallion. You can see it has a little hole in it, and it has some really cool green and blue coloring as well. I don't know if that's enamel or if it is paint, but that is really awesome to find in a roll. It's probably not valuable, maybe worth like $1 or $2, but super cool to find stuff like that. Definitely not meant for circulation. So congratulations to Lindsay Art for finding her French token. Just keep scrolling, just keep scrolling. All right. Our next find is going to be brought to you once again by Pierre Lacombe, and this is definitely an awesome find. It looks like he found himself one of the 1999 P test token nickels. Now, he is actually saying that it has an unknown mintage, and I actually checked the comments and another one confirmed, and I will confirm as well that this token comes out of a set that they produced 20,000 of. It is the 1999 P test token set. I have actually owned one of these sets, and it is fairly valuable as well. Usually you have to pay anywhere from $50 to $100 to this set, depending on where you get it from and how bad the person wants to get rid of it. But they are fairly rare coins with mintages of only around 20,000, and they are definitely not meant for circulation. They may have also given some of these to vending machine companies for testing, and some of them may have made it into circulation that way as well. But regardless, it is definitely worth a lot more than 5 cents. It could easily be worth $5 to $20, I would say. So congratulations to Pierre Lacombe for finding his 1999 P test token nickel. Our next find is going to be brought to you by Paul Travis, and this is a really cool one. It looks like he actually found 3 of the same variety. He found 3 1949 A points to identical pennies. Now, it cannot be understated how difficult it is to actually find these things. I have checked dozens, if not hundreds, of 1949 pennies at this point, and I still have not found one of the A points to identicals. Now, the real trouble with this one comes with identifying whether it is the small or large bead, because if it is an A points to identical large bead, then it makes it super rare and valuable. It can even be worth some good money on the low end, even at the very bottom of the Sheldon scale. If it is the A points to identical large bead, it can be worth around $5 to $10, and as it goes up, it sees some significant price jumps. If it's in a mint state, it can be worth hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. So even finding 3 of these all beat up, they're definitely some good finds. The small beads is rare as well. So definitely keep your eyes out for the A points to the identical, and congratulations to Paul Travis. All right, let's see what other magical mystery treasures we can find here. Oh my God, I think this might actually be the most significant coin that has been posted in the group, and it has been posted by Kevin Ayala. Now, for those of you that didn't know, the 1936 Canadian dot quarter is by far one of the most rare and valuable King George V era quarters that you can find out there. The only one that might be more valuable is the dot bar quarter, which is from the same year, 1936, and it will also have this dot and a bar. But even to find the dot on this quarter would make it a holy grail amongst Canadian coins, and it's not like it's worth thousands of dollars at the low end, but this thing is super rare and scarce. You just don't come across them too often, especially in decent shape. His doesn't look like it's in a mint state, but it isn't the worst of all time, and the dot is very clear and pronounced. As long as it isn't counterfeit, then it's definitely worth a couple dollars. If it's at the very low end of the Sheldon scale, it's worth around $15 to $20, and as it goes up, you see some huge, significant price jumps. If that thing wasn't an MS, it could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. So that is an awesome find, probably one of the best finds ever posted. Congratulations, and thank you for posting that to Kevin Ayala. Our next find is actually going to be brought to you once again by Kevin Ayala, and this isn't a coin, but rather a coin toilet seat. For however long now, people have been encapsulating coins in resin, and they've been making decorative objects, and this is definitely one that you do not see every day. This is a toilet seat fully encased with Canadian coins. Of all the stuff that I see posted, this is probably one that I got the most jealous over. As a Canadian coin YouTuber, this is definitely a piece of furniture that I would love to have. Kevin Ayala, if you ever want to send me anything, please send me this toilet seat. I would love to have it. Just buy a couple rolls of the fake money toilet paper to go along with it, and you'll be laughing. So congratulations and thank you to Kevin Ayala for posting the coin encapsulated toilet seat. That gave me a good laugh. Our next find is going to be brought to you by Darlene Fall, who posted a 1996 toonie, and she was actually asking if there is anything special or significant about it. And yes, I would say that this is a legitimate 1996 Canadian toonie, and it does actually have an air. It has an off-center core, and it is pretty common for some of these early year toonies. A lot of the time the cores would fall out in these 1996s, and depending on the severity of the off strike and also the grade can affect the value, but this one looks pretty nice. And if you were to take it to your local coin shop, they would probably pay you somewhere around $10 to $20 for it. So it is a decent little find in terms of toonies. There aren't too many that you can make a profit off of, and the varieties and errors are definitely good ones to look for. So congratulations to Darlene Fall. Take a little gander, see what else we got here. All right, our next find is going to be brought to you by Mark Fokker. I guess we're meeting the Fokkers today, but it looks like Mark found a 1967 gold $20 coin. But he actually says in the description for this post that it is most likely fake, and I never got any confirmation, but you can tell from the bust on the queen that it definitely looks super suspect, and I would want to test that thing. But if it was gold, that would definitely be a nice little profit. But still, I would totally be stoked to even find one of these things that are a counterfeit. So that is a pretty awesome little find. It kind of sucks when there are counterfeits out in circulation, but when you look at the Canadian toonies, that is an infection that we will never really be able to deal with. So when you find other little rare counterfeit treats like this, it is just funny more than anything else. So congratulations to Mark Fokker. All right, let's see if we can find a few more good ones to close this list off. All right, what do we have here? This find is going to be brought to you by Richard Foss, and it looks like Richard found one of the 1999 and 2000 set tokens. Now these tokens are out of the cardboard sets that were released in 1999 and 2000 for the Millennium Quarters. The different commemorative quarters were all released for circulation, but these tokens were only released in the cardboard sets. They aren't incredibly rare. They did make a ton of these cardboard sets. I even had one of them when I was a kid and I wasn't even into coin collecting back then. But it is definitely a nice little treat when you find an NIFC in a hunt, especially when you find two of them and they are both matching. So congratulations to Richard Foss. All right, I'm gonna pick a couple more here, see if we got any more goodies or holy grails to show you guys. Our next find is gonna be brought to you by Terry Campbell, and it looks like Terry found one of the 5-cent test tokens. Now this one is actually a little bit different than the 1999 test token. They actually release test token or security sets pretty frequently, not every year, but every couple years they will release one of them. And this is most likely pulled from one of those, and it is the 5-cent test token because it is in the size of the 5 cent. But I would say it is definitely worth more than face value, at least a couple dollars. I still have not found any of these 1999 P or test tokens in any of my hunts, but I have found some pretty awesome NIFCs, and I did find one colored baby rattle quarter that is worth around $150 to $200. So if you guys ever want to see some of my hunts, I definitely suggest you go check those out. But congratulations to Terry Campbell for finding his 5-cent test token. Ooh, look at this one right here. Our next find is going to be brought to you by Daryl Dummer, and it looks like Daryl found one of the 2021 single date dimes. Now, for those of you that weren't aware, the Canadian Mint released 4 different varieties of dime in 2021. They released a double date, a single date, and they released 2 commemoratives, a colored and non-colored. And the single date is the rarest by far. It is actually one of the rarest modern Canadian circulation coins that have been released. And it isn't super valuable if it's in a bad condition, but usually when you do find them, since they were only released 2 years ago, they will be in pretty good shape. Like this one you see right here is probably in a low mint state, but even in a low mint state, they can be worth sometimes $1 to $5. You can sell these things on eBay. People want them for their collections. So definitely a good one to keep your eyes out for. Congratulations to Daryl Dummer for finding his 2021 single date dime. All right, we're gonna find one more for you guys. I think I saw one that I definitely want to show off on this list. All right, here it is right here. This next find is brought to you once again by Kevin Ayala. I think he is the one who's featured the most on this list, and he showed some really awesome stuff as well. That 1936 quarter, the toilet seat, and this as well. So I think he is gonna be the winner for the ultimate Canadian coin roll hunter of the first half of 2023 at least. If any of you guys would like to enter for the running for the second half of 2023, then just join the group Canadian Coin Roll Hunters on Facebook and post your finds. But it looks like Kevin Ayala found one of the most rare Canadian half dollars of all time, the 1921. But this is labeled as a poor man's 1921. I don't know if he found this on Kijiji or Facebook Marketplace, but this thing is absolutely hilarious. The 1921 Canadian half dollar and 1921 5-cent piece are some of the rarest Canadian coins in existence, and even in a low grade shape can be worth thousands of dollars. So it looks like someone just took a punch and punched in the numbers 1921 and just labeled it as a poor man's 1921 half dollar. That is hilarious and definitely something that you don't see every day. It is funny when someone does not take something like that too seriously, or I hope he was not trying to take it too seriously. You will see on eBay all the time people posting coins. They claim are errors or varieties, and then they're trying to sell them for like thousands of dollars. We're talking like common wheat pennies and stuff here. Unfortunately, some of the biggest scam artists in existence dwell within the numismatic world, and you always got to keep your eyes open. But it's definitely good to have a good sense of humor when you see stuff like this. I would really like to thank Kevin Ayala for all of his posts. I definitely find them funny and find them in good taste. What do you guys think of all of these amazing Canadian coin discoveries? What is your favorite coin that I featured on this list? Is it one of the more valuable or rare ones? Is it one of the air coins, or is it one of the more funny or counterfeit pieces? Let me know down in the comments. I would love to know. Also, if you guys would smash that thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, also hit that bell notification. But I think that is pretty much going to do it for this one, folks. I would like to thank everyone so much for contributing to the Canadian Coin Roll Hunters group on Facebook. I would definitely suggest going and checking it out if you have not. But that is going to do it for this one. So until the next one, everybody, peace out and have a good one, y'all.